Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with a brilliant graveyard freeze strategy the ranked 16 player in the world is using to bowl down all of his opponents. With this deck, there's 3 major ways to win. Getting directly on the tower with graveyard freeze to deal steady damage, tornadoing the opponent's units near the tower so the bowler's rocks can rack up the damage, or the dirtiest, most despicable play of all time, using the Inferno Dragon or Evolve Barbarians plus freeze to cheese a tower. Once you lock onto a tower with Evolve Barbarians or Inferno Dragon, because they stack up damage over time, your opponent's towers will be dwindling quick, which almost feels like cheating in Clash Royale. Because of the high average elixir cost of the deck, this is one of the best decks in the game in double and triple elixir. You have to play safe until then and not spam too much, otherwise you're going to become a part of your own graveyard. It's time to rule the arena with the highest ranked graveyard deck in Clash Royale and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone that's supporting the channel with creator code SirTag. Jump in the game here, this guy's going to have the Evo Firecracker, which will be the bane of the existence of this deck if we actually match into it. I think that we are going to be playing against it too, because Evo Firecracker in the banner and then a Hog Rider. Yeah, that is a recipe for disaster when we have no arrows and no Barbarrel. We're going to have to be relying heavily on our Tornado and then our splash damage from the Bowler or maybe the Baby Dragon to finish it off. So, I mean, we could also go for freeze if he drops his Firecracker in a position where it gets knocked closer to us. Really good bomb tower, by the way. It completely captivates the Bowler, shuts down the Barbarians, and puts him in a position where he's spending 4 elixir to counter a solid 10 there. Okay, yeah, so he's going to have the Evolve Firecracker as we expected. So, we're going to get the Inferno Dragon down. We could kill the Firecracker with a Tornado or maybe an Electro Wizard. I'm wondering which one's better for me right now. Okay, definitely going to be the Electro Wizard. 100% Electro Wizard there. If we can splash onto the Hog Rider and then also the Firecracker at the same time, that's a 2-for-1 trade that I simply can't pass up on. Okay, the Inferno Dragon is wandering towards his tower. No way! Is this Inferno Dragon to wander its way towards the win? Maybe, please? Possibly? Yes! Inferno Dragon freeze! That is the ultimate cheese. Seriously, one of the best cards in the game, just because of the game-winning potential with freeze, even if your opponent's going to have it at like 1 HP. If they don't have an adequate answer to immediately eliminate it or reset it, well, they're going to be resetting their match history back onto the next game. Super easy and satisfying win. Let's get to the next one. And that guy completely quit. Getting your dreams and towers melted by Inferno Dragons is one of the most traumatizing things in Clash Royale. Yo, what's up, Lewis? So, you're going to be a primetime target for us. Obviously, we want to go in for a bowler if he's going to go and spam us, or we're just going to wait around. Never make the first play with this deck, or you're going to be in perpetual pain. Obviously, if you go and cycle bowler in the back, and then they go in for elixir golem on the other side, you're not going to have enough elixir to defend. You cycle Baby Dragon, that's okay to cycle, but it's way better to wait until double, because this deck is significantly stronger than almost every other deck in the game in the later stages. You got a lot of splash damage with Baby Dragon, the bowler. You got high cost average, so you can't be super safe in single, so that's generally the way that we like to play. I'm going to get a bowler here to tank for his Baby Dragon because he fought on his side of the map. I think I need to get that down. Oh, wait. Is that going to lock onto my tower? Is going to hit the bowler? Or is it going to lock onto both? Is that the answer? Oh, it hit the tower for 1 hit. But the splash damage was nice because it didn't hit it twice. All right, let's go for a graveyard. No Barbarrel in cycle, so he's going to have a limited amount of answers right now. Oh, never mind. He's going to have... Wait, if we Tornado the Musketeer and the bowler right next to the Knight, is that good? Yes! Magic Archer shots, baby! Oh... Love seeing that. So much damage from the bowler. One of the best cards in Clash Royale is the bowler. It's really underrated, especially with Tornado. If you can get in the sequence where you can use Evolve Barbarians on defense or Electro Wizard on defense, it frees up that space so you can use the Tornado on offense in conjunction with your Baby Dragon or your bowler, which is going to be a game-defining play if your opponent's going to have poison for the graveyard. If you think about it, if you just try to ram graveyards into poisons, you might collect like 100 damage here or there, but that's never going to let you win the match if your opponent isn't wanting to like make the game 5 minutes long. Like if they're trying to, you know, stalemate and then you win, you're fine. You're good then. But most of the time they're going to be spamming a little bit more aggressively. He's going to go for a poison here again. This is consistent defense, which isn't good for him, by the way. He would rather go for goblins and single elixir because if he goes goblins, then I have to Tornado. I have to go in for a freeze, and I don't have elixir for that. So the fact that he's consistently going for poisons, awesome for me. That's what we like to see. Oh, well, now he can't poison on the Evolve Barbarians. Also, another thing that I have to call out is Evolve Barbarians really good against Graveyard. But regular Barbarians, you'll still take thousands of damage sometimes. The Barbarians don't attack as fast. Sometimes skeletons will spawn on the outside corner that the Barbarians don't move fast enough to get to. It's just totally tragic. So it's nice to be able to run the evolution into the graveyard. We're going to go in for another one here. I mean, Could go for goblins. I'm just going to go for a freeze. I wonder if I could... Oh, I was thinking about the Inferno Dragon, but he went for the Evolved Knight. My man was traumatized by the Inferno Dragon. If you guys are wondering why was that successful for me, he had to fully focus on the Inferno Dragon. But if that locks on, he can't ever defend it. There's no way of him like knocking it off. I think he's like a leech. Okay, so we can go for another Inferno Dragon here to scare him, to mesmerize him and keep his elixir low. And then I think we can deal with finishing below. Maybe I can go for a freeze? Nah, I'm not going to be able to. Sometimes it's just like worthwhile recognizing that, hey, if I freeze here and I get freeze chip damage for 4 elixir, it's not that good. Oh, if we freeze the Musketeer, yes! I think that was the right strat. The Musketeer does more damage than the tower, so we just meticulously adjusted it. Froze the Musketeer, and the Inferno Dragon had no fear. And after deleting Lewis 2.0, that's 2 Inferno Dragon wins back-to-back. We got a game against another Sir. What's up, dude? So, if you're going to surprise me with some spammy stuff, I would applaud you. I like spammy Sirs, especially when we got the Tornado. Okay, wow. 5 elixir bowler in the back. Maybe you're running the same deck as me, and you want to expedite the game, and you don't want us to wait around. Wow, he is a cordial Sir. I can activate King Tower with that bowler using my Electro Wizard, so I'm going to go Barbarians on the left-hand side because, number 1, kind of hard to counter Barbarians if you don't end up having the right card cycle. Number 2, I want to activate King Tower at all costs right now. We're going to go and use the Tornado against his bowler and show him why he should have never done that, unless he's got Royal Giant. If he's got RG, he's going to make me look like a fool. I think he probably does. He's got Firecracker. He doesn't care about the King Tower activation near as much as I thought he did. Oh, it's always bad when you activate King Tower against Expo or Royal Giant or... Oh, wait, it's Hog Rider. I guess he expected the King Tower activation anyway, because 90% of the matches when you play Hog Rider, you're always playing against Tornado, so he didn't even care. Makes sense, makes sense. So, do we graveyard in single elixir? Not necessarily a good idea. Sometimes I'll go in for counter pushes with a bowler, and then I'll Tornado on whatever cards that they have, line it up near the tower, and then I'll get a bunch of damage. But if you go for a graveyard in single elixir and your opponent's already shown that they're predisposed to run a ton of bait cards, the counters that you're going to have to orchestrate are going to cost too much. So for instance, if I go in for a freeze, it costs 4 elixir against bats, right? Not necessarily a good trade. If I'm down 2 elixir, maybe he goes in for a Hog Rider and I don't have enough elixir to go and cycle back to my Tornado. And then I just lose the game. It's one of the worst feelings in Clash just to make that happen. Alright. Do I go in for the Evo Barbs? Probably not. I think I just chill. Obviously, the Firecracker is going to get a bit of damage, but sometimes you have to accept damage in life. You can't go through life unscathed. There's going to be problems. There's going to be difficulties, and there's bound to be damage. All right, so we're going to go for a Tornado on the Hog. Not going to take any damage, especially with those bats. Oh, I want to do the derpy play. I really want to freeze. I'm going to stop the bowler from getting that hit. Right as it was about to get the animation, it got canceled. I don't know if y'all saw that. Now he has to deal with fully fledged army of Barbarians. And the Baby Dragon locks onto the tower because the Barbarians were just a brutal meat shield, it seemed. Wow, it worked out. I bet he goes Hog Rider soon. Oh, no, he's super smart. He's identified my card cycle. He's not going in for a Hog Rider at a bad point. He's waiting until I cycle the bowler, and then he's going to use the Evolved Firecracker. What a studious Sir, knowing the best timings. Okay, so since we saved the Tornado for the Firecracker, we didn't get burnt to a crisp. I actually don't have good answers to the Firecracker in this deck. I think that is one of the biggest negatives. If you don't have an answer to the Firecracker with arrows or Barbarrel, you really have to save yourself with the Tornado or a freeze, which is not only a bad trade, but it's a trade that you don't want to be reoccurringly doing. Okay. Let's go bowler here. We've got Evolved Barbarians, so I think the Firecracker is going to wander in the right-hand side, and then maybe we can kill it. If we can kill the Hog Rider with these Evo Barbs, yes, no damage. Beautiful. All right, we're going to go for a graveyard, and we're not even going to have a tank with it. It doesn't even matter. He's going to go bats or wizard and bats. So I'm going to wait a little bit, and then I'm going to go for freeze. Then I can Tornado everything together, so then I don't have to deal with the Firecracker Hog Rider. I don't know if that was smart, but I think it was. Because if I can counter the Hog Rider without having the Firecracker chip damage, that would be optimal. And also go bowler in the back on the right-hand side, or we can go Baby Dragon. We've got Barbarians, so we're just going to drop them up high every time now. We're going to say hello to the Firecracker and goodbye to the Hog Rider. Such a smart play doing that, so then the Firecracker doesn't ruin the game for us. Wait, if the Baby Dragon locks on a tower, we could freeze with it. I'm not even joking. Baby Dragon win condition. Baby Dragon win condition. Baby Dragon win condition for the win, baby. Oh my gosh. It's actually taking the entire tower. It's such a joke. No way. All right, we can go for a graveyard right now because we can Tornado on top of the skeleton army. And then he's not going to have anything else. He's going to try to go bats last second. He's maybe going to get a bowler down. I don't know. Such a weird game. Please, one skeleton hit. Let's go. That was a clutch victory. We found out a few new defenses at the end. Evo Barbs on top against Hog Riders were definitely the MVP. Creating a no firecracker zone was necessary for the win, or that would have been a super sad L. Hey, this guy's got the Bats banner. He's excited for Halloween right around the corner. So I want to go for Evo Barb's first play, or cycle the regular ones to get the Evo Barb's first play, and we'll see what his card's going to be. Okay, Night Witch. He's the bringer of bats right now. So if you're going to spawn some bats, you probably got an Elixir Golem deck. That's going to be the case. I do not want to go and cycle my Electro Wizard. I really want that in case you have an Inferno Dragon in your deck, which I don't know. But my Bowler will die, my Inferno Dragon and Baby Dragon will die, and I'm just going to cry because it would just be awful. Like, super, super tough to win those matchups when you cycle your Electro Wizard there randomly. So I'm going to go for the Inferno Dragon in the back right into the Barbarians. Not going to even touch my Inferno Dragon, so that's good too. What do we do? Do we go Electro Wizard? Yeah, I guess we have to go Electro Wizard into that now because I'm not going to go for a Graveyard. I can't just randomly Graveyard on a tower. He might end up having Goblin Gang. Most of the meta right now when they're running Elixir Golem is Goblin Gang and also Evolved Barbarians. So we shall see what he's going to do. Let's go for our boy. And he wastes his Fireball. So now since he doesn't have the Fireball for the Evo Barbs, I really want to see a win condition on the left. Or, I mean, just go and spam your Golem in the back. Anything, man. There's so many different possibilities for you, bro. Yes! He listened! Okay, so we can simultaneously apply pressure with the Bowler and defend with the Evo Barbs, because the Evo Barbs are going to generate huge positive Elixir trades because they're able to crush the Elixir Golem. And then when he goes in for the Graveyard counter of his own Evo Barbs that are helplessly rushing back towards the Skeletons, it's not working out near as nice for him. Okay, if we go for, I guess we can get the Baby Dragon counter pushing as a win condition. I never really thought of that, like an independent Baby Dragon winning us the game. But it'll do more than a Hog Rider would in a lot of situations. Look at that. That's like 3 Hog Rider hits or 2 Hog Rider hits worth of damage, despite our opponent arrowing it. The 4 Elixir win condition, the Baby Dragon. And then when the Inferno Dragon's like grown up, evolved a little bit, he starts to breathe like even more deadly fire. So, oh, wait. We can counter the Electro Dragon with the Inferno Dragon. I haven't done this in a while, but it's so fun to do. Look at that Inferno Dragon giving us even better value. Okay, so to go Barbarians on the left because we want him to Fireball that. If he doesn't Fireball this, then we're going to have a severe problem. Okay, that's not what we want to see because now he's going to Fireball on our Evo Barbs. Oh, no. Oh, the Bowler! I don't even know how that took the tower, but I'm not going to even count my blessings. This is far from over yet. He's going to Fireball. He's going to drop everything he's got at the river. Okay, never mind. We're chilling. We're vibing. We walk with a win. I was scared for a sec because you never know with an Elixir Golem, especially in this meta. When it gets raged up, it's significantly more scary. But I think our opponent is frightened. So paralyzed by fear that he knows that his end is near and he doesn't even try to do anything to stop us. Double Baby Dragons and a ton of Barbarians is the secret to success. The Evolved Barbarians juicing the first Elixir Golem and the Electro Dragon falling to the Inferno Dragon must have made our opponent furious. And we're pushing up to 9,100 in the world. So Hacker is a top 1,000 player and he's a proud Canadian. What's up, man? We're dropping a good luck and he's also giving us good luck. Chivalrous Sir. It's pretty evident that he's Canadian, right? Always being super polite, giving us the dances, giving us the luck, and Giant Skeleton in the back. All right, well, that's synonymous with like Giant Skeleton clone. Also, potentially like a Hog Rider deck with Earthquake. Yeah, it's going to be Hog Rider Earthquake when we see the Firecracker. Rarely is it going to be clone with Firecracker. It could be, but most of the time it's going to be Hog Rider Earthquake. So we want to go and shake up his Hog Rider with the Tornado if that's going to be the case. Please, Bowler, finish off the Firecracker. I have to go in for the Inferno Dragon here. It's going to be our best bet. I wonder... Oh, yeah, I mean, he's just going to cycle a lot of cycle cards, right? Baby Dragon's going to come down for us. We can go for an Electro Wizard. The bad thing about this is the Firecracker seems like she's immortal. She never wants to die. Oh, my goodness. The amount of value that he got off of one card is disgusting. It's actually repulsive. I got to get the Evo Barbs down, and then the Firecracker's still alive. Oh, my goodness. Because we don't have a Barb Barrel, and we don't have arrows. That is one of the few cards in Clash Royale that I look at, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't really want to play against that right now. It's been the same thing the entire game. Rarely do we get trolled by the Firecracker that hard. Most of the time, I'm trolling my opponent. But this guy, this Firecracker, it's not going to do me dirty. He's going to go in for like some distractions, and we're going to have a Tornado, so we should be fine here. I just want to be able to kill the Firecracker for once in my life. And we get it, and we lock onto the tower, and we get like 500 damage from the Bowler shot. So you know what? Who's laughing now? Probably you, because your Hog Rider just hit my tower again. But we're going to pretend that the Hog Rider didn't hit my tower. We're going to feel a little bit better about ourselves. I had a dream world where I was up 200 damage there instead of down, but it is what it is. All right, we can Electro Wizard here, and you can go for Barbarians, depending on what happens. That's the importance of cycling your Firecracker counters in the middle so then the Firecracker doesn't always hit your tower. Oh, let's go! No way! Oh my gosh, well, I did say no way. Of course, the Hog Rider survives. I gotta stop doing that to myself, guys. I really do. All right, we're gonna go for our Bowler and Graveyard. He's gonna go for light. Oh, I was gonna say like Ice Spirit, but I guess not. Let's just freeze on the Goblins. It's his best counter to the Graveyard, so he's gonna have to rely on like an Earthquake, Ice Spirit, Firecracker damage. Not necessarily the best for him. All right, Evo Barbs. Nice. Let's go. No Hog Rider damage up in here, even if you Fireball. So we can Inferno Dragon. We can Graveyard. We've got one Evo Barb leading the charge that he wasn't able to blast with the Fireball because he got greedy and he went for tower damage. If this Inferno Dragon locks on a tower, I win the game. So please let it happen. Just let it happen. Come on, baby. Oh, yes. Even if he goes in for a Fireball, I think the Skeletons are tanking for the Inferno Dragon. He is losing all of his tower. That is a beautiful sight to see. Well, maybe not if you're the opponent, but 100% for us, obviously. So we're going to get the Electro Wizard down, and I think that the Electro Wizard is going to be able to shut down the Baby Dragon. Oh, wow, the Baby Dragon. I guess the Hog Rider and Baby Dragon are interchangeable because I'm dropping my Baby Dragon at the river, a.k.a. my own Hog Rider. And then I can go in for Barbarians in the back. The reason why I drop them here is because they're going to run away from the Giant Skeleton and make us feel a little bit better about ourselves. I can use our Tornado on offense here if I want to. Rather just go in for a Bowler, shut down that Hog Rider, and then go in for one more good Graveyard and win the game. So the Hog Rider doesn't get a hit. I'm an Inferno Dragon here. You want to play super safe with your spells because they're going to be your crowd control. If the Hog Rider gets close, that's how you're going to be able to kill it. And also, the spells finish off the game. So I want to get a freeze down when he goes in for Goblins. And then his Firecracker is going to get hit so he doesn't get counter push. And then we eventually Tornado. And we hacked the hacker. It was a slow chip away at the end, but it was quite a speedy downfall at the start with the Inferno Dragon roasting his tower. And we've flown our way up to 7845 in the world. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.